Hello, welcome to the virtual class. My name is Daniela. In this class, we will see Unit 4 with the topic What makes something sustainable? Let's start with the main topic, what makes something sustainable? What is environmental sustainability? Environmental sustainability is responsibly interacting with the planet to maintain natural resources and avoid jeopardizing the ability for future generations to meet their needs. Environmental sustainability is about acting in a way that ensures future generations have the natural resources available to live an equal, if not better, way of life as current generations. How environmental sustainability works. Reorganizing living conditions in the form of eco-village, eco-municipalities, and sustainable cities. Reappraising economic sectors, agriculture, green building, sustainable agriculture, or work practices such as sustainable architecture. Developing new technologies, green technologies, renewable energy, making adjustments in individuals' lifestyles that conserve natural resources. Environmental regulations. Each country has to work on its own concrete policy to ensure that sustainable development is carried out as a global objective. Air quality, water quality, soil quality, plant life, animals and wildlife habits, hazardous waste, greenhouse gas emissions, positive environmental practices, plan ahead and prepare. Leave as much garbage and food packaging as possible at home. The less garbage you take with you, the less garbage you will have to carry out. Dispose of waste properly. It's legal to leave garbage in the wilderness. Pack out all garbage and throw it away in town. Do not bury it or throw it in the river. Minimize the impact of campfires. Campfires are one of the greatest joys of river travel, but they are also the biggest problem. Scars left from fire and cutting firewood last longer than your lifetime. Respect wildlife. Every animal species has its own personal space requirements. It can be difficult to tell when an animal is becoming stressed by your presence. Some simply stand still to appear less obvious. Example: riding a bike, composting, using solar panels, recycling. Negative environmental practices. Using plastic bags. You probably know using a lot of plastic is bad for the environment, but you can still be minimizing the number of plastic bags you use. You can usually find cheap, reusable grocery bags either at your grocery store. Using plastic straws. Somewhere in the back of your mind, you probably knew plastic straws weren't like the best for the environment. Driving. Vehicles produce 1/3 of the U.S. air pollution. Vehicles overall affect the quality of our air. You may not realize just how much your individual car is adding to that pollution. Turning on the lights means turning and leaving on lights when you don't need them. Turning on the lights and not using light bulbs that are energy efficient and as environmentally friendly as possible. Examples: cutting down trees, using plastic bags, wasting water, flushing medications. Keywords: needs, resources, available, exploited, maintain, decompose. Forever take up environment harms, avoid, fix. Carbon footprint. Carbon footprint is a mark you leave on the environment. It is related to harmful gases and the use of energy. Human activities are one of the main causes of greenhouse gas. These increase the Earth's temperature and are emitted from fossil fuel uses in electricity and other byproducts of manufacturing. The major effects mainly consist on climate changes, such as extreme precipitations and warming of oceans. Ways to reduce personal carbon footprint. Drive less. Carbon dioxide emissions from transportation surpass emissions from electricity generation as the top source of greenhouse gases. Waste less. This is a big one. On average, Americans waste around 40% of the food they buy. Plan. Don't cook more food than you can eat. Account for the right amount of food for the number of people eating and adapt recipes to your needs. In your home, there are simple changes you can make at home that will save your energy and money. Turn down your water heater. Off lights and appliances. How to recycle. Look for a number inside a triangle on the bottom of the plastic container. Recycle papers and steel and tin cans. Before throwing away, ask, can I reuse or repair this? Keywords: contain, reduce, vegan, greenhouse, requires, ground, have. Let's see the vocabulary that can be used for this topic. Sustainability, environment, eco-friendly, biodegradable, carbon footprint, energy, exploited, reduce, reuse, and recycle, saving water. Now let's see grammar, comparative and superlative. Comparative adjectives. Comparative adjectives are used to compare difference between the two objects. They modify large, smaller, faster, higher. They are used in sentences where two nouns are compared. In this pattern, noun, subject, plus verb, plus comparative adjective plus than, plus noun, object. Example: my house is larger than hers. Superlative adjective. Superlative adjectives are used to describe an object which is at the upper or lower limit of a quality: the tallest, the smallest, the fastest, the highest. They are used in sentences where a subject is compared to a group of objects. Noun, subject, plus verb, plus the, plus superlative adjective, plus noun, object. Example: my house is the largest one in our neighborhood. Forming regular comparative and superlative. Forming comparative and superlative is easy. The form depends on the number of syllables in the original adjective. One-syllable adjective. Add er for the comparative and est for the superlative. If the adjective has a consonant plus single vowel plus consonant spelling, the final consonant must be doubled before adding the ending. Tall, taller, tallest. 2 syllables. Adjectives with 2 syllables can form the comparative either by adding er or by preceding the adjective with more. These adjectives form the superlative either by adding est or by preceding the adjective with most. Happy, happier, happiest. 3 or more syllables. adjectives with 3 or more syllables form the comparative by putting more in front of adjective and the superlative by putting most in front. Important, more important, most important. Irregular comparatives and superlatives. These very common adjectives completely irregular comparative and superlative forms. Good, better, best. Let's see the phonology of some words. Sustainability, recycle, environment, greenhouse. Let's practice the main topic with vocabulary. You must put each word in the correct column. Positive environmental practices, negative environmental practices. Thanks for watching this video. I hope the video helps you to learn more about the topic, what makes something sustainable. Follow more videos for more knowledge.